All right, so we're going to do a quick fat burning workout using one of the most versatile tools possible. It's called the resistance band. You can get these in sets of anywhere like 3 to 5, or you can even buy them individually. They come in different sizes, which give different ranges of resistance. So we're going to start off with our biggest compound movements and work our way down more specifically. Since this is for more for fat burning than specifically muscle building, we're going to do sets within a higher rep range. So I'm going to do 16, but I'm going to suggest that you do anywhere from 16 to 20, uh, depending on how you're feeling, right? With each individual exercise. We're going to start off with a squat. And with this, your mobility may come into play. So you can just put the bands around your under your feet and then over your neck. If you have to bend down and do that, that's fine as well. You want to try to go at least to 90 degrees, right? So we're gonna start off with that, doing 16 of those, and then we'll move on to the next exercise. So 1, you can follow along. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze your glutes to the top. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. That's probably one of the easiest ways to get out of it. You can just press it up, but again, depending on how thick the band is, that's going to determine whether you're able to do that or not. So the next compound movement that we're going to do is a deadlift, and you can pause at any time if you need, but you can also use the time that I'm talking as your rest period. So a lot of the exercises are going to be working different muscle groups, so that's what we're going to do in a circuit. So for the deadlift, you may or may want to use the same thickness or lighter thickness as the band we just used. I'm going to show you 2 different options that you can do also. So with this, for me, because I can lift more, I'm going to make sure that I grab both sides of the strap, right, and lift up, right. If you are not able to do that, you're probably going to want to take a wider grip, a wider stance, and just pull with the other band. This is going to be a lot less resistance though. So you're probably better off actually switching to a lower band in that case and just grabbing it the way I was originally doing it. But again, it gives you the freedom to do it. So again, we're going to do this for 16 times, right? So, and for this, you're not just bending down, you're more like sticking your butt out, right? And then pushing through. So 1, 2, this is called a hip hinge. 3, 4, again, you're squeezing your glutes at the top. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, so you probably felt that in your glutes, in your thighs, your hamstrings, as well as in your lower back and your upper back, particularly in your traps. It's obviously also going to be working your grips as well, so you may feel a little bit in your forearms too, but the main thing is working your legs and your back. All right, now our next movement is going to be a bent over row. So I'm going to switch. Most likely you're going to need to switch to a lighter band for this. Again, not super light, but so you're going to do the same type of grip. Bend over, kind of same thing, arch your back, and so kind of like in the same bottom position as the deadlift. But you're going to grab it about shoulder width, and you're going to just pull. All right, or you can go closer. It doesn't matter. Just work the lats a little bit differently. Pull, trying to get, imagine pulling your elbows back, right? So not like bending or curling your arms, but just pulling your elbows back as far as they'll go, right? So let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Imagine pinching your shoulder blades behind you. 5, 6. Pause a little bit at the top. 7, 8. Slow and controlled movements. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. So again, you probably felt that in the back of your lats mainly, a little bit in your biceps. Now we're going to start doing some pressing movements, starting working our way from the lower to the upper body. So we've already worked our back a little bit and a little bit of our biceps. So now we're going to go ahead and go into some overhead presses. So again, you want to take a lighter band. You have to experiment based on your strength levels with this one. So just lift it up and you're just going to push straight up, right? So this is going to be mainly for your shoulders, particularly the front deltoids and your triceps. All right. So again, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, there we go. So now from there, just did a pressing movement. And we're gonna now work the opposite side, and we're gonna do some curls for the biceps. All right, so again, about shoulder width, just grab the sides of it, all right? And you have a couple options with this one. You can do what's called a hammer curl, which you kind of have your fists like this, and you curl up, right? Imagine your hands almost like hammers, or if you're holding a hammer. Or you can do more of a standard grip, like an underhand grip, and this will more emulate like a barbell as opposed to dumbbells. All right, so same thing. So 16. So start off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, slow and controlled movements. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, cool. So now from here, I'm going to get back and do a little bit more shoulders with a couple of movements. First, we'll start off with the side delts, and what you're going to do is just step within 1 foot, right? Kind of a slight bend in your arm, and you're just going to lift up your shoulders, right? So the elbow should kind of be leading, right? So the movement is like this, right? You're not pulling it up because you don't want to overly extend or externally rotate your shoulder. All right, so for these ones though, we're going to do a much lower rep range. So here you're going to do 8 to 10 per side. So I'll do 8. 1, 2, and if you need to the further you, or the closer you bring in your elbow, the easier it'll be. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch to the other foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, now we're gonna do a double armed front raise. This one we will do for 16. All right, since again we're using both arms. All right, so we're just gonna raise it up, slight pause at the front. Okay, so start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, so now, in this time, you're gonna break, take a rest. Again, while I'm talking, you can also take as much as you need, anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Then go fall back and repeat. You can go ahead and fast forward through if you want to each exercise. And if you don't have to listen to my talking, I will post a link to where you can get different types of resistance bands on Amazon. They don't particularly matter. They're all basically the same, just rubber. To begin, start off with 3 sets a day, about 3 to 4 times a week, all depending on your schedule. But if you're brand new, just doing 1 or 2 will help tremendously. Again, I was just try to do it with consistency. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this helps. Bye bye.